What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Southern Saltwater Fishing. We appreciate y'all for watching. And today we're headed out into the Gulf. We're going to be trying to get some snapper and some triggerfish. Triggerfish and snapper are both in season. So we got a bunch of baits for those. We got some jigs and some squid and cigar minnows. And then also a bunch of lures just to go along with those. And so big shout out to Sam's Bait and Tackle, to Chris at Sam's Bait and Tackle. He's the tackle manager at Sam's Bait and Tackle in Orange Beach, Alabama, so shout out to him. He fixed our reel for us. We had a little line mess up. Our line got kind of separated a little bit, and so he fixed it up for us, so shout out to him. And so also at the Caribbean Marina, shout out to them. We also always like to get gas there right on the way back from trip. So we're gonna go ahead and head out into the Gulf, and so we'll see y'all at the spot. Anybody know what these are?
There's another one right over there.
Yeah, there's one over there.
Two of them.
There's little buoys floating out here. They're not on top of a spot or anything. Okay, y'all, we're now 30 miles south of Orange Beach, Alabama in the Gulf, and we're sitting over a man-made reef, and so I'm gonna drop down some cut cigar minnows, and on a little double drop rig. It has a 6-ounce bank sinker on the bottom, and then two 2-aught circle hooks, and I'll put a chunk of cigar minnow on them. So, and that's just a couple feet apart with 2 hooks and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get over to our spot and start our drift, and then drop it all down. Okay, we got broke off on that last fish that was pulling some drag, and so we switched, but that's okay. So we switched to this little knocker rig. It has a little 1-ounce egg weight right there, straight down to a circle hook, and I just hooked a whole cigar minnow on there. These are just frozen cigar minnows you can pick up at Sam's Bait and Tackle in Orange Beach, Alabama. And so I'm just gonna switch. I switched to a little Pin Slammer 4 5500, and it has 40-pound braid on it. So I'm gonna drop this cigar minnow down, see if anything wants to hit it. Okay, so all the fish kept taking our cigar minnow, so we are just switching from rig to rig, and so I'm trying this little squid tricks to see what they like right now, and so I'm gonna drop that down and see if they like the squid tricks today, or see what they like today, because they kept taking the cigar minnow. Oh my gosh, that freaking fish just hit so hard my rod just snapped. Dang, but he's still on there. Let's get him up. Dang, dude, that sucks.
Your poor rod.
That's a big.
Oh, whoa. Look at your poor rod.
It's a big drag. Broke my dang rod.
Golly. It's so big he broke your jig rod. Oh my gosh. That's the first rod you ever broke?
Yeah.
That's a monster. What'd you catch him on?
A Shimano butterfly flat fall jig.
Show me what you got.
Shimano butterfly flat fall, 160 gram. Let's hold it up. Okay guys, he's 33 inches fork length, so that's a good one. 33 inches fork length, so we'd have to throw him back in the season anyway, because he'd be too small to keep. But that's a good one. Snapped my rod, which I don't know how, because we caught a giant one the other day on that same setup that was even bigger than this. Like, snapped that into the rod. That sucks, but that's okay. We got it landed, so I'm gonna go get it back since it's too small and not seasoned. So let's Swim straight down.
It's gone.
I bet he's gone.
All right, good first fish of the day.
Yeah.
First fish of the day showed us who's boss.
Yeah.
What'd he do to your poor rod?
Broke my jigging rod. But that sucks. It just goes on there, but it's broke, so I gotta get a new rod. Ah, that sucks. Got another one that was instant. Drops a whole cigar minnow down. Two whole cigar minnows on double drops, just a whole frozen cigar minnow, and I just got hooked up. So let's see what it's gonna be. Pulling it up from 120 feet of water, and yeah, let's see what it's gonna be. Oh, it's a red snapper.
How big?
Keeper.
What? No way! Awesome!
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Dinner?
Yeah.
No, you're kidding.
Yeah, we'll measure it to make sure, but
Golly, what's the length?
16 inches total.
Nice.
It's a good one. Okay, so he's an inch short for being legal. But that's a nice American red snapper. They're really highly regulated in Alabama, but they're pretty abundant out here. So he's an inch short. They have to be 16 inches, and really pretty fish. He's only 15 inches, so he's an inch short. He's got to go back, and they are in season, but big tail, big mouth, and they're really pretty fish. But he's an inch short, so we gotta go and throw him back. So there he goes. He just shot down, dang. That's good fish. Second fish of the day. Got a decent sized fish here on the cut cigar minnow. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Hopefully it stays hooked and we can get it up. Hoping it's a big red snapper. Alright, it's getting close. See what it's gonna be. And it looks like it's a red snapper. That's a keeper.
Oh boy, I hope so.
I think that's a keeper.
There we go.
Okay, so got that nice 16.5-inch red snapper. So we're gonna keep him, and he's gonna come up. So he's gonna come home with us. We're gonna put him in our fish box, and he was 16.5 inches, and I caught him on a cut cigar minnow. And he also spit up when we got there. When we got it up and started getting the hook out. He spit up another whole cigar minnow. It may have been ours, but we had a cut cigar minnow on the hook, and so he must have been in our other cigar minnows and then finally got hooked because he spit up a whole one, because we were using whole ones a minute ago. But yeah, so he spit up that whole one. It was probably ours, and so yeah, that's pretty cool. Got on some cut cigar minnow on a double drop rig with the Shimano Torium 20, and yeah, on some cut cigar minnow. That's pretty cool. He's gonna come home with us.
All right, we're doubled up. What you got? What you got? Almaco.
All right, y'all. That's a nice Almaco jack, and these are really cool. He fought just like a snapper, and they're a little bit different from a greater amberjack. Is they're a lot darker. They kind of have different colors. Their dorsal fin is a lot darker than an amberjack and a little longer, and a little bit smaller mouth on them too. And their line that goes across their eye is a little bit more distinct as an amberjack is. So he's gonna come home with us. There's no size limits in Alabama for them, and you're allowed 20 per person, and which is a little much. And he was about 21 inches to the fork, and so but there's no size limit. So he's gonna come home with us, so we're gonna get him bled out, throw him on ice, and eat it with that snapper. So that's pretty cool. Let's go. Alright, y'all, we just got back to the dock. We're unloading the boat right now. And today was a fun day. We kept the one Almaco jack and one American red snapper. They were all of size. There's no size limits on Almaco jacks, and that red snapper was 16.5 inches, and they have to be 16. So we kept those two fish. We're gonna go and fix them up. So, clean them up. And it was also pretty cool. We got that really long fight. Me and my dad tag teamed it. We switched back and forth about 5 times and battled it for about an hour. But right there at the end, it came off, which really sucks. And also broke a rod. It was a nice jigging rod, but yeah, that broke. So we're gonna have to get a new jigging rod. So that sucks, but make sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And so this is Southern Saltwater tuning out for the day, and we'll see y'all later.